Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on our channel. Today we'll be discussing about Ukraine, on why does Putin want it and what's going on. This will be a brief summary of everything you have to know in order to understand the Russian and Ukrainian conflict. There's two things to know. The first thing is that Putin considers Ukraine as a brotherly nation, meaning that because it left the USSR not a long time ago, it was very similar. The culture, the land, the language, the ethnicity, the people, it all seems Russian to the eyes of Putin. Because long time ago, it was mixed. Ukraine and Russia was one country before because of the USSR. Because of this, Putin considers that Ukraine should be part of Russia because they have a lot of similarities. And the second thing is, Putin doesn't want Ukraine to join the NATO. Putin doesn't want any foreign or Western military alliances to enter Ukraine. That is because Ukraine is not yet in the NATO. Before being from the USSR, from the old Soviet ruling, they have joined the NATO afterwards. That causes a big issue because Putin is left with only one country that can be reunited with Russia. As we may know, they have a lot of similar culture, so that's why Putin wants this to be as close as possible to be the same country. Brief summary, the thing is that Putin has two major goals: keep Ukraine close to Russia's side and avoid any form of contact with the Western military alliances. As of now, 3 to 4 days ago, as this date of the 1st March of 2022, in the date of the creation of this video, Putin decided to invade Russia. This caused a havoc and a catastrophe in Ukraine. Most of the people went west near the Polish border in order to survive with their families. This is a major threat to the President Zelensky. Zelensky is a brilliant man who used to be a humorist before being in the presidential elections. The people decided to vote him, and they have a president that is now fearless and not doubtful of his own army. He decides to stay there and say to Putin that Ukraine will never become part of Russia. Zelensky as of now needs military alliances. He doesn't want to escape his country and wants to conclude a deal with Putin in any country except for Minsk, the capital of Belarus, because there was an invasion from Belarus. So technically he wants to go into another country and set a deal with Putin. So in order to protect his people, he must stay brave, and that is what he's doing as of now. At the moment, many Western countries are preparing sanctions against Russia. This will heavily cripple the Russian Federation and Putin. Not only the Federation, but also the people. The population will have the deep and bad consequences of the invasion in Ukraine. Ruble will lose its value. Ruble, which is the currency of Russia, will have a lot of issue. The SWIFT bank is deciding to block all transactions coming from Russia. This will be severely punishing to the Russian companies and the Western companies that are connected with those ones in Russia. That is because business deal will be very hard to conclude and people will have a hard time gathering the earnings. This decision made by Putin was haptic and unjustified. As of now, we will watch what will happen to Russia now. Thank you for staying with us. We'll tune you in with other videos that are explaining the conflicts more in detail. We hope that the nuclear threat that Putin has said is not major and important, because a nuclear warhead may outrage because of this discourse. We also hope that there's no risk of the new emerging World War III. We also hope that you take care and stay safe. Thank you for watching.